Hi everyone, my name is Melissa Bender and today I'm going to take you through a beginner's stretching workout. So all you need for this routine is a chair. We're going to do some exercises, some of our stretches today standing but with the chair for balance, and we're going to do some seated. So I do have a timer set for 15 rounds, 5 seconds just as transitional time, 30 seconds for a stretch time. You can do less than that, you could do more than that. Listen to your body. If you need a longer break in between, that's fine, okay? So we're going to start with a standing forward fold. So in any of our forward folds, the most important thing to remember is keep your core engaged, keep your back flat. So even if we're using the chair, if we forward fold, I don't want this, we're looking for this. Even if you can only get a little bit movement forward with your back straight because you have tightness through the backs of your legs, that's fine. Go to where your body can go. You should feel a stretch. We're not trying to hurt ourselves, so it should feel like a challenging stretch, but not painful. Okay guys, let's get started. So we are starting with a standing forward fold. I'm gonna use my chair. Depending on how flexible you are, you can have your hands right underneath you, or if you have more flexibility, you can have the chair stretched out in front of you. The main thing is your butt is reaching backwards, legs are straight. Again, we're keeping that flat back. So I actually did have a little bit of rounding, so I have to bring it up a little bit. To here, there we go. And try and keep your weight evenly distributed between both legs. Again, it doesn't matter how far you can go as long as you're feeling that stretch in the backs of the legs. Okay, good. Next we're gonna have a staggered forward fold. So same thing, but with one foot in front of the other. Same idea, back is flat, core is pulled in. You're gonna feel it in the forward leg. Breathe. Flat back, stretch it out. 10 more seconds. We're gonna have the same thing on the other side. Good job. So stagger your legs the other way, core strong. Butt stretches backwards, back is flat, chest is reaching forward. And you'll feel it in the back of the forward leg. Breathe. And it's normal, you might have more flexibility on one side than the other. With practice, it'll get closer to even. Good. We're going to do a quad stretch next, so front of the legs. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your knee up behind you. And what I do want you to focus on is that your hip stays tucked toward the rib cage, not back. So we're not just reaching the leg back. Hip is staying in the neutral position, and we're bringing the heel toward our butt. Feel it in the front of the thigh. You can hold on for balance. Good job, guys. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Good job. So same thing, find the balance. Tuck the hip bone toward your rib cage, and then lift the heel and the foot toward your butt. Breathe. We're going to sit for the next one. Almost there. So we're going to do a seated stretch with the IT band, or a modified pigeon pose. So keeping your foot flexed. You're going to bring it onto your lap. You're not going to push the knee, but you can gently put some pressure through the shin and the thigh. And you'll feel it in the outside of the hip as you press down through there. And same thing, you want your back to still be flat, so you can lean forward into it a little bit to deepen the stretch, but not forward like this. Just a slight lean with that straight, flat back. Good job. Same thing on the other side. So again, you can make these stretches longer than 30 seconds. 30 seconds is just a good starting point. Anything between 30 to 60 seconds is going to be great. Breathe. So again, I'm leaning slightly forward, my back is straight. I'm not pushing on the hip, but I am putting some pressure through the thigh, and I'm keeping my foot flexed. Good job, guys. Okay, we're gonna do a shoulder squeeze next. So we're gonna bring our arms into 90-degree angles. We're gonna squeeze our shoulder blades together. So pretend you could push those hands to the wall behind you. So from sitting at a desk, we tend to have our shoulders pulled forward all the time. So imagine that you could bring the shoulder blades to the center of your back, like you could squeeze them over your spine. Breathe. Good job, guys. Okay, we're gonna do eagle arms. So we're gonna start with the same 90-degree angle, right elbow on top of left, hands can be back to back or up, and we're gonna lift and pull it forward. I'm gonna show you from the side a little bit. So lift and bring it forward. Depending on how tight you are, you might be saying, how the heck are you lifting? Or if you're really loose through the shoulders, you might be thinking, oh, this is easy, but you should feel the stretch right back here. So moving in the opposite direction of what we just stretched. Breathe. Good job. We're going to do the same thing, but with the other elbow on top this time. So left elbow on top, palm tighter this way. Hands can turn if you can. Bring it up and pull out a little bit. And again, focus not on letting the shoulders come up, but on this time separating the shoulder blades. Breathe. Good job. Okay, we're going to do a seated side reach. So you can put one hand on the side of your chair, other arm is going to reach up. We're going to lean into it. So the goal is to feel a stretch on the side of your abdomen. So however far you can comfortably lean. We do want to keep our shoulders stacked, so don't rotate forward. That way we're going to maximize the stretch to the outer body. Breathe. Good job, guys. We're going to do the same thing to the other side next. And if you have an armrest, that's okay too. You'll just stretch out and over it. Breathe. Good job. Again, however much you can reach to feel that stretch in the outside of your abdomen. Great job. Breathe, stretch a little further with the exhale. Now we're going to do a gentle twist. So seated, we're going to turn from the hips, bend the ribs, look behind you. I bring my hand to the outside of the chair and one to the outside of the thigh and look over my shoulder. We're going to do this in both directions, but the point is to be gentle with it. Breathe. Doing great. Same thing in the other direction. So again, we're going to go hips, rib cage, and then shoulders. So twisting from the core. Good job. Looking over that shoulder. Not forcing it, but feeling a gentle stretch. Good job. And finally, we have a seated camel stretch. So I'm going to turn my seat so you can see. We're going to sit on the edge of our seat, arms lift up, and we're going to reach it back. So stretching the front of our abdomen. Or you can also do it by putting your hands on the back of the seat and stretching. But the goal is stretching through the abdomen, not just tilting the head back. Breathe. Good job. Okay guys, that's it for our beginner stretch. So I do want you to notice some of the things that we did is we stretched for the front and back of the body. So we stretched the front of the thighs, the back of the thighs, the front of the abdomen, the back, front of the shoulders, back of the shoulders, and each side of the body. So anytime you're stretching, you really want to try and create balance in your body. Flexibility will help with injury prevention, but it's important to listen to your body. Flexibility varies day by day, so something that might feel super easy or you feel loose today might be tight tomorrow. That's okay, it's gonna vary, but with practice it will get easier. You will become more flexible, and then you can progress to one of my more advanced stretching or my yoga videos. Okay guys, I'll see you next time. Well, as always, the breakdown will be free on my website, benderfitness.com. Have a great day.